IB English B Higher Level, May 2022, Paper 1, Question 2. This is a Level 7 answer. In essence, you're frustrated with the way the governments are dealing with the issue of climate change. And what you're going to do is you're going to write a text in which you will express your frustrations, then you will outline a plan of action to take, and finally you'll explain why it is important to act now. You're given 3 possible text types to choose from: blog, email, letter to the editor. You select letter to the editor, which is the most appropriate text type because you want to engage the attention of the wider community. And again, with this particular text type, always make sure you use appropriate beginning and ending. Dear editor, it is evident when watching the news that world leaders are ignoring or playing down the urgent need to address the immense challenges we face regarding climate change. Governments are supposed to set good examples, but unfortunately, I do not feel this is the case. It now has become the responsibility of the youth, or Generation Z, to deal with this unavoidable problem. We need to take a decisive stand and be heard. We are not causing problems by expressing our frustrations, but want to address the real problems of climate change. If we do not speak up and protest, what will happen? Our future is in jeopardy, and perhaps Greta Thunberg should be taken more seriously by the so-called wise old politicians. The motive for writing this letter is to allow me to express my genuine disappointment with the world's lack of commitment to the challenges of climate change and what I propose should be done. I would strongly urge governments to listen carefully to the stark warnings that experts are saying about climate change and pass laws that will slow down and hopefully stop the damage we are doing. The Kyoto Protocol of 1997 attempted to reduce global warming by cutting greenhouse gas emissions and was successful to a large extent. However, governments should put the environment before the economy because this will be more beneficial in the long run. International laws should be passed and adhered to by all nations regarding the main challenges to our climate. For example, the amount of plastic produced should be limited in each country, as we know that it is not a biodegradable product and has huge issues for the climate. A list of all countries and how much plastic they produce and use annually should be made public. Moreover, I would propose that everyone needs to be educated about climate change and everyone needs to be aware that this is everyone's concern. Advertisements should be made by governments informing people of the need to be more responsible when it comes to factors that are adversely affecting our climate. It should be made compulsory in schools all over the world to teach students how to address the main climate challenges. Engaging lessons and assemblies filled with interesting facts would motivate young people to want to tackle the challenges of climate change. Finally, I would now like to stress the importance and urgency of addressing this issue now. We are destroying the planet, our planet, and we need to stop ignoring and blaming others. We must now act more decisively. I am writing to appeal to you to help me communicate my message. I am not an isolated and angry, frustrated youngster with a bee in my bonnet, but a sensible person who cannot ignore what we are collectively doing to our planet. I would like to quote Chai Jing, the Chinese journalist and environmental activist, who said, "The strongest governments on earth cannot clean up pollution by themselves. They rely on each ordinary person, like you and me, on our choices and our will. We need to act now so we can make a beneficial difference and hopefully not let the challenges to the climate be our ultimate downfall." In 50 years, we could be celebrating our success in reversing the potentially devastating climate changes that we are not now addressing. Finally, thank you for your time, and I hope I can make a difference. Yours sincerely, Nadia.